Good morning, everyone. Okay, we're going to go to the CNN politics website. Okay, Obama nixes bin Laden photo release, but debate continues. Imagine that. In Washington, CNN, despite mounting pressure from some lawmakers and dissent within the ranks of his top advisors, President Barack Obama decided not to release photos of Osama bin Laden's dead body, a White House spokesman said Wednesday. It is not in our national security interest to allow these images to become icons to rally opinion against the United States, White House Press Secretary Jay Carney told reporters. We have no need to publish these photographs to establish that Osama bin Laden was killed, he said. Shortly after U.S. officials announced the decision, a news agency published photographs it said were taken by a Pakistani security official shortly after the raid. The images published by Reuters Wednesday showed 3 men lying in pools of blood and the wreckage of a U.S. helicopter abandoned during the assault. None of the pictures appeared to show bin Laden's dead body. Imagine that. White House officials remained firm in their assertion that releasing graphic photos of bin Laden could incite more violence. To further explain the controversial choice, Carney read Obama's remarks from the transcript of a Wednesday afternoon interview. That's not who we are. We don't trot out this stuff as trophies. The fact of the matter is that this is someone who is deserving of the justice he received. We don't need to spike the football, Obama told CBS News. Obama's decision settles the debate over whether the United States will release the images, but opinions about whether the U.S. government's photographers should be whether the U.S. government's photographs, not photographers, my bad, should be public were anything but unanimous among U.S. lawmakers and members of the public at home and abroad. Some argued releasing the images would put to rest any critics or conspiracy theories, while others countered that the graphic photos would only inflame jihadists. It would put this one conspiracy theorist to rest. A senior Democratic official close to the White House told CNN that the president was never in favor of releasing the photos, even as CIA chief Leon Panetta made it sound like their release was imminent. Carney said Obama consulted cabinet and security officials before he made his choice Wednesday morning, and a majority of them weighed in against releasing the photographs. Secretary of Defense Robert Gates and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton were among those who supported Obama's inclination to keep the photos classified, the senior Democratic official said. But Panetta said Tuesday he thought a photograph of bin Laden's body would be released at some point. I just think it's important they know we have it, to release it, the CIA director said. The president's inner circle was not happy with those remarks, the senior Democratic official said. But a senior Obama administration official said debates over the pros and cons of releasing the photos were not at all Contentious. Yeah, I said that right. The official admitted that leaks are possible, but said that did not sway the president from reaching his decision. Carney stressed that Obama wanted to hear differing perspectives to inform his choice. He wanted to hear the opinions of others, but he was very clear about his view on this, Carney said. There are obviously arguments to be made on either side. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina called the decision a mistake. I know bin Laden is dead, but the best way to protect and defend our interests overseas is to prove that fact to the rest of the world, he said in a written statement. I'm afraid the decision made today by President Obama will unnecessarily prolong this debate. Republican Duncan Hunter, Republican California, also said Obama made the wrong choice about the photos. I want to see them personally, he said. Me too. I did 3 tours. I'm not talking as a member of the Armed Services Committee, but as a Marine who did 3 tours because of 9/11. As Americans, we deserve to see them. Yes, we do. But House Minority Whip Steny Hoyer, a Maryland Democrat, said he shares the president's views. In my opinion, there's no end served by releasing a picture of someone who has been killed, and I think there is absolute proof that Osama bin Laden was in fact the person killed, he said, except for he died almost 10 years ago. Lawmakers involved in national security began debating the issue well before Obama's decision. The top Republican on the Senate Intelligence Committee has argued they should be made public right away. Yes, they should. I think the question is, what's the negative that could come from it? Asked Senator Saxby Chambliss of Georgia. One of these days they're going to be released. It's a question of whether it be now, on our terms, or let somebody else do it. I'd say do it on your terms. Senator Carl Levin, Democrat Michigan, who chairs the Armed Service Committee and who has not seen the photos, had argued that the United States should wait to allow the emotions of people around the world who may be sympathetic to bin Laden to cool down. I'd let a little time pass so we that we don't play, I think that's a typo, into the hands of people who want to retaliate with what obviously will be a sensational picture. I would not want to feed that sensation, so I'd wait days or weeks, he said. Florida Democrat Senator Bill Nelson suggested temporarily keeping the photos confidential, but releasing them eventually. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words today. In a letter sent to the White House Wednesday, he proposed establishing a review process to release all relevant photographs as early as 10 years from now, or when the president determines the release would no longer endanger the lives of Americans. While some Republican leaders criticized Obama, the debate over the photographs did not entirely split along party lines. Republican House Intelligence Committee Chairman Mike Rogers of Michigan, I talked about him the other night, said he was against releasing any photos, saying that he didn't want to make the job of U.S. troops abroad any harder than it already is. Imagine how the American people would react if Al-Qaeda killed one of our troops or military leaders and put photos of the body on the internet. Oh, wait! They have killed some of our people and posted it on the internet. Like executions of reporters. Did we forget about that? Osama bin Laden is not a trophy. He is dead, and let's now focus on continuing the fight until Al-Qaeda has been eliminated, he said. House Homeland Security Chairman Peter Keene, a Republican from New York, who has argued that the photographs should not be classified, said he understood Obama's call. While I have said that a photo release may be a good way to combat the predictable conspiracy theories about bin Laden's death, this is a decision for the president to make, and I respect his decision, he said in a statement. Obama's choice comes as a poll shows that a majority of Americans support making the photographs public. In a CNN Opinion Research Corps poll released Tuesday, 56% of those asked said yes, the government should release a photo of bin Laden's body. Another 39% said no. The poll of 700 adults had a sampling margin of 3.5%. The government has said it matched DNA to confirm that the body was bin Laden's, and most have accepted that news as evidence of the outcome of the operation. Can I see the DNA results? I'd like to see that too. Some groups, however, including the Taliban, have questioned the assertion. Even the Taliban's questioning it. Some groups, however, I just read that. Obama has not got any strong evidence that can prove his claim over killing of the Sheikh Osama bin Laden. Taliban spokesman Zambullah Mohad said. And secondly, the closest sources for Sheikh Osama bin Laden have not confirmed the death. And at a university in the affluent Pakistani town where U.S. officials say troops killed bin Laden, a group of students clamored to tell CNN why they doubted the al-Qaeda leader had been killed in the raid. If it is true, then why they are not showing his body, one asked. See, even Pakistan people are like, why are they not showing it? So really, it's gonna like, it's gonna complicate our security if we show them. We have their own people asking why they're not showing it. Their country shows dead people all the time on news. Similar doubt and demands for evidence that bin Laden is dead echoed on the streets of Islamabad. I believe this is all fake, one man said. Wherever he is, he's alive. No, I think he died a long time ago. But the White House has dismissed such criticisms. There are going to be some folks who deny it. The fact of the matter is, you will not see bin Laden walking on this earth again, Obama told CBS. Yeah, because he's been dead. None of the photos published by Reuters appeared to show bin Laden. One photo shows a man, clad in a t-shirt, lying in a large pool of blood that appears to spread from the back of his head. Two other men pictured appear to have died from extensive head and chest wounds. The White House has received 3 sets of photographs, according to a senior U.S. official. One batch, which clearly shows bin Laden's body, was taken at a hangar in Afghanistan, the official said. The official described one of the images as a clear but gruesome picture of the al-Qaeda leader's face. Bin Laden is shown with a massive open head wound across both eyes. Across both eyes. The official said, adding that the image would not be appropriate for the front pages of newspapers. Only in our country would they think that. The other photos include the raid on the compound and bin Laden's burial at sea, according to the official. Really, I don't think bin Laden was behind it. 9/11, that is. I think he's been dead for a while. And that's my thoughts and views of it. So, I think we have another one. Yes, government insider Steve R. Piziknik says Osama bin Laden died in 2001. A former U.S. Navy captain says that. And he was under, he was a Deputy Assistant Secretary of State under Nixon, Ford, and Carter, also working under Reagan and Bush Sr., has stated that bin Laden died in Tora Bora of Marfan syndrome in 2001, and that he was told by a prominent general that 9/11 was a stand-down and a false flag operation. Piziknik was a guest on Alex Jones' radio program on May 3rd, 2011. Our government is lying to us, everybody, and they have been for years. Everyone needs to know this, and we all need to stand up and do something about it. We need to take back over our country. We need to do something. I think that's all that I'm going to say for right now. I hope everybody has a good morning. It is 5:23 in the morning, so I'm up for the day. It's going to be a long day. It was a long night. I haven't been to bed yet. Insomnia is a motherfucker, guys. Sorry. And I'm drinking my coffee, so have a good one. Good morning. Have a good day. Let's all do something.